No, tell Jynxzi. Matter of fact, no. Okay, yeah. I'm going to Jynxzi, bro.
I'm gonna play in a tournament and then I'm gonna leave. This is what happened to Kai, Bennett, and Cenat. Yo, welcome back to another episode of Beyblade. Today we're gonna be talking about Kai, Cenat, and Jynxzi. Now, before we get into the synopsis of the mission, we gotta do the rundown. We're gonna start with Mr. Kai Rennis, if you will. Y'all pretty much already know who Kai Rennis is. I don't even really gotta tell y'all too much, but in case you know y'all been living under some rock recently, Kai Rennis is just a streamer. To the time he's doing IRL type things like subathons where people are just encouraged to give him money. Essentially, that's really all that ever comes down to. I almost forgot the best part. You get to spam W Kai in the chat whenever he does anything so much as breathe. It's such a fun time. Y'all couldn't tell, I really don't care for Kai Bennett, and at this point he's been in so much drama that I just don't like him. Because if y'all remember correctly, on my last episode of Beyblade where I talked about Kai Renaissance, I was fairly indifferent. You know, I didn't really care for him, I didn't watch his content, and I didn't hate him or love him. Now, while I still don't exactly love or hate Kai Rengens, but I'm definitely leaning more towards the side nowadays of just not liking him at all. But that's neither here nor there. I'm already off on a wacky rant. All he really does is just do IRL streams. Sometimes he'll play a game or be on the computer and like just watching YouTube and stealing, adding a lot of value to content. Boom, now that we got his lore out of the way, we can move on to Jynxzi. There's genuinely not too much to say if I'm being quite honest, and I don't mean that in a bad way. I mean that in like a mediocre kind of way. Like, hear me out, he started with some Rage compilations, and after that it's pretty much nothing but Rainbow Six Siege. I had to go back and double check just to make sure I wasn't spitting straight lies for gold and clout like my name was Johnny Molly or something. But nah, deadass, pretty much all he uploaded was just videos about Siege. This has genuinely zero to do with anything, but if y'all know me, I don't like Siege, so that's, you know, again, nothing for nothing, but just keep that in mind. For no real particular reason, it won't be relevant in this video. These are also just his YouTube videos. He also streams, as y'all know. As of right now, the videos at least consist of mainly just Clash Royale. Again, nothing for nothing, but I'm not really into Clash Royale. I went as far as to check his Twitch just to see if there was anything else, you know, that I didn't see, and no, it's just more Clash Royale. Alright, boom, now that we got their lores out of the way, we can get into the wacky. So this drama was damn near right after the drama that Aiden Ross and Kai Cenat got into. Just another case of Kai Cenat just being fake as hell. If y'all know about this situation, I'm pretty sure y'all already seen the clip that pretty much kick-started all of this wacky nonsense. And if y'all haven't, here it is on the screen.
Invite friend, it's a yellow button. Click that and then you copy
the anybody in the chat want him?
Me about your account. Like, what do you
Oh, choose your player name.
He's single.
Now, I know Jynxzi is a grown man and all, but you gotta admit, this is kind of some of the saddest shit you've seen. And by saddest shit you've seen, I mean, this is, you know, just kind of fucked up. He's sitting here trying to call everybody together to, you know, join the tournament and everything, and they're just talking over him and ignoring him. It's genuinely so bad that when I seen this clip, I seriously thought it was fake for a decent amount of time. That's why I didn't cover it immediately. Now, y'all are probably wondering,
Josh, what the fuck? How do you think this is fake?
I don't know if it's the fact that it seemed like his mic was genuinely just muted or what, because it didn't even seem like they knew he was there. It just seemed like fake. To me, the clip looked edited almost because it was just that awkward. To keep the P pushing though, after this, Kai genuinely just gets up and walks away, and it turns into an IRL stream. I don't even know what they were planning on doing. Now, I didn't watch the stream, so obviously I don't have all the context, but even with context, I can't imagine anything they were about to do would have been more important than plans they already had set up. Like, I don't know if Kai Cenat was just high off the wacky Zaza fruit ever of all-knowing fucking forgetfulness, or if he was just drunk off that crazy Jaeger or anything, but I just don't understand, because he had multiple chances to really think about what he was doing as he was doing it. Just think about it. You gotta take off the headset and then you gotta actively get up up. On top of that, your cameraman then has to get his little fucking handy cam. I say handy cam, they probably use some crazy ass like $10,000 camera. Nonetheless, he has to get up, grab that, and then start streaming you. Like, there's a lot of chances for you to just realize, hey, this is kind of fucked up. I shouldn't be doing this. Not to even get started on the fact that this shouldn't even be a thought at all. Like, you shouldn't even be considering this as a possibility. Like, you already had plans. My bad, I'm getting too sidetracked. It's just genuinely stupid, and I try to understand stupid shit and it just doesn't work. To move on, after this, Jynxzi couldn't believe his eyes, much like I couldn't when I first seen any of this happening, and he tunes into Kai's stream.
Let me go see what these niggas are talking about. What the fuck is this?
That is the exact same face I'd be fucking making if I seen this happen to me in real time. He's genuinely in shock and awe, and I ain't talking about the new Fortnite season. This isn't as hard to watch as when Sanji left the Straw Hat Pirates because he was forced into marriage by Big Mom, but you know, it comes in close. Y'all know I gotta get the daily One Piece reference in. But after this, to nobody's fucking surprise, Cenat's stream chat starts lighting up with L Kai. And no, I'm not trying to be racist. I mean the letter L. Here, I'll just show y'all.
Let's see. What am I doing? Why does it say Al Kai?
Number one, see, I told you I wasn't trying to be racist. That's number one. But number two, I like how he's genuinely surprised. Like, Bo, how? What do you mean? What's going on? Why is it El Kai? What did I do? Y'all might have been judging me for putting on a tinfoil hat and saying he might have smoked some of the Zaza fruit ever, or drink the Lick Lack of Doom, because there's genuinely no other explanation as to why he'd be surprised as to why he's getting L's in his chat. That's like me hopping on camera talking about, hey guys, we're gonna have a collab part 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8 lined up daily uploads, and then when I don't do it, I'm like, well, what do you mean? Well, why are you guys angry? Like, Bo, you said you were gonna do something, and then in the middle of starting it, you just got up and walked away. Here's genuinely the kicker though. No drums.
No, tell Jynxzi. Matter of fact, no. Okay, yeah. I'm going to Jynxzi, bro. Tell Jynxzi they had something planned IRL, but nigga, I'm about to do a one-on-one. Tell Jynxzi I'll do the one-on-one with him. I'm not doing it. I didn't want to do the IRL shit. I ain't gonna lie. I told him not to do IRL.
I think my favorite part is easily when he starts running up the stairs, but it's not really a run. After that, he genuinely gets back onto the computer and tries to give like some half-assed apology and explanation.
I feel bad now because it's like, nigga, the nigga literally was waiting all day and posted a fly and all types of shit. You saying who give a fuck, bro? It's not about who gives a fuck. It's about like the nigga time. It's a nigga stream.
But by then it's cooked, bro. There's no saving it because Jynxzi already ended his stream and hopped off to play basketball or something.
All right, I'm gonna see y'all boys, bro. I tried to set up attorney. I don't know. I'm gonna see y'all boys tomorrow, all right?
Forget exactly what he said, but the clip played, so y'all know what he said. And that was pretty much the situation. There was really nothing else after that, not that I can tell, or not that I've seen at least. Overall, this situation, like I said at the beginning of the video, just reinforces the fact that Cenat is just not a loyal person, not at least to his friends. And the worst part is he's openly showed that on stream multiple times at this point. I'm pretty sure any day now he'll hop on stream and try to victimize himself and, you know, make this like about race or something and basically just cry like a baby. Or at least that's what happens every other time he gets in some type of controversy. He's either like just a victim or he's super angry, but he'll be angry and still be a victim. Like he'll be angry, but he'll be like, well, it's because, you know, I just feel so disrespected right now. I don't know. All in all, I really don't like Cenat. I don't think he's a good person. Like I said, the only other thing I guess I can slide in here real quick. Major, no Flossie Carter, major pause on that one. Like I was saying though, the only other thing I can talk about with Kai Rendence is that Mr. Breast started a fundraiser to get places that don't have easy access to water, basically just easy access to water. He obviously wanted to make this a huge deal, so he tagged a bunch of creators in it and just a bunch of like famous people in general. And a decent amount of people donated a fuck ton of money. I think think he raised like 6.4 million so far last time I checked or heard. Point is, a bunch of like huge celebrities and like major streamers and shit were tagged, and you know, a lot of them participated except for Kai Cenat, at least at the time of this recorded video here. But he'll happily flex to XQC in every single fucking argument how much money he makes, how big his house is, how crazy his car collection is, how cool he is, how fucking short okay, I forgot he doesn't do that one, my bad. To once again keep the P pushing, he'll basically just flex all this shit, flex all this money, and then he'll just donate none of it. Editing Josh here, that came off super terrible. I'm not trying to say that he should feel obligated to donate. I'm not saying that he should feel guilty if he doesn't donate. I'm just saying that he was called out. He has millions of infinite money. Surely donating like at least 1,000 shouldn't be too hard, right? I'm not gonna go out on a whim and say he's extremely selfish, but this seems extremely selfish. I'm not saying that, you know, I've sat here and emptied out my wallet or anything, so take that with a grain of salt. I'm just saying that if I had the money to donate, I definitely fucking would, especially if it was infinite. While I'm on the topic of people that need stuff, he went to a country that just wasn't very well off, and he seen the state they were in, and it wasn't very well, like I said. So he was like, oh, okay, I'm gonna get you guys better everything, better education so you can learn better buildings, all types of shit. And that was back in 2024, and now supposedly some YouTuber went there and, you know, there's no schools or whatever, but I'm pretty sure that's just straight up fake. Either way, that doesn't take away from the fact that he said he'd do something, and there's been no real updates as far as I'm concerned. And it's not even like he didn't know that this was happening. Number one, Mr. Breast, like I said, started not even arguably, just one of the biggest creators ever. But to top it all off, his best buddy Aiden Ross even talked about it.
What do you think about me donating 100K? You think that's too low? Or, well, 400K if Kai, 100K if no Kai.
You seen it here, right, folks? He straight up called Kai Cenat and he was like, hey, whatever Kai puts up, I'll double it or I'll match it. And all anyone's ever heard from Kai is just absolute fucking crickets, dog. Thankfully, people like Moist Critical exist, because if not, then short people would be getting a bad rep right now. That's it though. I'm not gonna stress this video out any longer than it needs to be. So with that being said, I seen you laughing while you was eating your cheese. Can I have some cheese? I don't like provolone, so I don't even want it, bitch. Anyways though, since you was laughing, I seen you laughing, you might as well make that big red button, a big gray button, sub to the channel, that way you can stay up to date with the newest, wackiest, and craziest shit ever. And yeah, I guess I'll see you on the next episode of Beyblade. Bye bye. What's good? Welcome back to the special outro. I hope you enjoyed the video. I assume you did since you made it to the special outro. If you liked the video, leave a like. If you disliked the video, don't even think about disliking the video. If you want more me, more wacky, go to my Twitch. That's twitch.tv/JoshVHS. I don't really have any announcements that I can think of other than you'll get face cam videos when I feel like the time is right, damn it. Other than that, go follow my Instagram, JoshyVHS. Yeah, I seriously can't think of anything else other than Bladers. Thank you for your time, and remember to let it rip. That one was crispy.
Come alive.